you got my computer. You are able to see my screen, huh? No, left side. No. What I am telling you, that the whatever that GoToMeeting icon is there, no, in the bottom, you click on that side. In the side, you will have one a box type. See, it got minimized, maybe. What you do, you click on this GoToMeeting icon, bottom. A window opens. Now. So, yeah, see, Syed Naveen is our trainer, HR trainer. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Syed.
Hi, Naveen.
Hello.
Now you can carry on.
Okay. Okay, that's great. Okay. Hello, Syed.
Hi, Naveen.
Hi. My voice is clear to you, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, what you do, Mr. Syed? How about your career profile?
Actually, I am into like human resource and management. I have done my pharmacy and masters in pharmacy, and then to like human resource and marketing. And it's been 6 years. I am working as a HR recruitment executive. Recently promoted to a team lead recruitment.
Okay.
So,
How about your exposure on SAP system?
Yeah, that's where I'm lagging behind to get into the generous role, payroll kind of thing. So I just wanted to have some exposure towards the SAP into HRMS and all.
Okay. So have you seen the SAP application anytime? Have you got to work on that?
Never. I didn't got it the opportunity.
Okay. No issues. So we'll try to have the very basic introduction to SAP for now. Okay. See, we are trying to learn about a system named as an SAP, which here means systems, applications, and products in data processing.
Okay.
So let's try to understand what exactly is the system and how is it relevant to our process. Okay. See, SAP, firstly you need to understand that SAP is one kind of an ERP software.
Okay.
You call it as an ERP package. So first let us try to understand what is this ERP software, and we can easily relate it to SAP system. Okay. So ERP here refers to Enterprise Resource Planning. So what is this exactly? First let us try to understand what is an ERP software, then we can easily relate it to the SAP system. Okay. See, in order to understand ERP system, now let us assume that there is some XYZ company. Okay, it could be of any type of an industry. It could be a manufacturing type of a company. It could be into production process. It could be into some kind of a sales process. So whatever company it is, every company, in order to run their day-to-day activities, they need to have some kind of a software basically. Now every company, they have various departments in the company. Each department would need to use some kind of a software in order to manage their day-to-day activities. So what happens in a non-ERP company is, non-ERP environment is, a company might want to depend, it is going to depend upon different softwares for different process of the company. Now let us say for HR department, it might depend upon one particular software. For finance process, it might depend upon another software. For marketing, it might depend upon another software. For manufacturing, it might depend upon another process, another software. And all these softwares, we are going to get it from the different vendors again, different developers again. This is what going to happen in a non-ERP environment, a company working on a non-ERP environment. So what happens if you are going with an ERP software is, one single solution, one single software is going to be provided, you have one single software which is going to provide a solution for the whole company here.
Okay.
So company, rather than going for different softwares for different process of the company, it can depend upon one single software which can provide a solution for the complete enterprise. That is an ERP software.
Okay.
It is going to provide an end-to-end solution for the whole enterprise here. We call it as a multi-module application software. A single integrated system can provide the solution for the complete enterprise. So company, rather than going for different softwares for different process of the company, it can depend upon one single software which is provided by one single vendor, and it is going to provide the solution for the various process of the company. This is the importance of an ERP software. So SAP, it is also an ERP software.
Okay.
SAP is also an ERP software. Now, in the market, apart from SAP, we have got some numerous vendors in the market which provide ERP as a solution. Not only SAP. There are some number of developers, or let us say vendors in the market which provide ERP as a solution.
Okay.
Vendors of ERP in the market. One among them is SAP. Now, SAP, it provides an ERP software which they call it as an SAP ECC. We'll talk about it. What is SAP ECC? We'll talk about it later. Now, this SAP ECC, it is an ERP software provided by a company named SAP AG. SAP AG is a German-based company which is providing an ERP solution which they call it as SAP ECC. What exactly is SAP ECC? We'll talk about it. Now, apart from SAP, what are the other vendors we have it in the market? We have got like Microsoft Dynamics. This is an ERP solution provided by the Microsoft Corporation. We have got a solution provided by the Oracle Corporation also. It's a call it as Oracle e-Business Suite. Apart from this, we have got like Workday ERP. We have got some Indian-based companies like Ramco. We have got some UK-based company like Sage. These are all the various vendors in the market which is providing ERP as a solution. And one among them is the SAP. Now, the ERP solution provided by SAP is called as an SAP ECC. Now, what is this SAP ECC? And among all the vendors we have it in the market, SAP is the leading market here. Okay, if you look into the whole market of ERP globally, you will find that ERP is a leading vendor.
Okay.
Most of the market is captured by SAP. Okay. Now, what is this SAP ECC now? It is nothing but the latest version name we have it in the market at. The thing is, SAP initially, when SAP started providing ERP as a solution way back in 1992, at that point of time, we used to call it as SAP R3 1.0 version. It came up with 2.0 version. It came up with 3.0B version, 3.0C, 4.5, 4.7. These are all the various versions we had it in the market. Later on in the year 2004, they have come up with a version named as ECC 5.0 version. And again in the year 2005, they have come up with the latest version we have it in the market, which is ECC 6.0 version. So this ECC refers to the present version name we have it in the market actually.
Okay.
And ECC here refers to Enterprise Core Component. Okay. Now, so this ECC is nothing but it talks about the present version we have it in the market. Now coming to SAP AG as an organization. Now, what is this SAP AG? SAP AG is a German-based company. It was founded in the year 1972. It is a German-based company. And this AG is nothing but, in German it refers to, AG is nothing but, now when some company gets registered in Germany, it has to be termed as AG. So you have it as an SAP AG here. Just like in India, when some companies gets registered, it has to be termed as limited or private limited. The same way, in US it has to be incorporated. The same way, in Germany it has to be AG. That is the reason you have it as an SAP AG, since it is a German-based company. Now, when we talk about SAP AG as a company name, a German-based company, it is providing the various products in the market actually. They have various range of products in the market. Products of SAP AG as a company name now. So what are these various products which this company is providing now? One among them is SAP ECC. Apart from this, it is into SRM, Supplier Relationship Management. It is into SCM, Supply Chain Management. It is into CRM, Customer Relationship Management. It is into mobile solutions these days. These are all the various products of SAP AG as a company name, and one among them is they have an ERP software which they term it as SAP ECC.
Okay.
Now, the next thing. Each and every product of SAP AG is divided into different modules here. We call it as different modules over here. Let me put down as modules of SAP ECC now. Nothing but further subdivision of SAP ECC. And one among them is, and the major module is SAP HR, which you call it as SAP HR or you call it as SAP HCM. Apart from this, it is into another popular module, SAP FICO. HR and FICO are one of the popular modules. Apart from this, it is into sales and distribution. It is into PM plant maintenance. It is into PP production planning. It is into MM material management, and so on. These are all nothing but various modules of ECC is nothing but it is trying to handle the various process of the company over here. Now see, the complete HR process of any organization can be handled through SAP HR module. The complete finance process of any company can be handled through one more module here. So this is what we discussed. SAP is an ERP software. If you see here, the same SAP, it is trying to provide the solution for the various process of the company here. And we are going to deal with the SAP HR module. SAP HR module, this application is designed in such a way that it can cater the requirements of the HR process of any company, of any organization. So this is what we are going to do. Now, each and every module of this SAP ECC will be again further subdivided, which we call it as different sub-modules here. Now I'll put down as, sub-modules of SAP HR module now. So what are these different sub-modules? Now what is this concept exactly? The thing is, see, various process of HR is going to be handled through the various sub-modules of SAP HR. Now, see, generally in any company, what is going to be a part of an HR then? Or what is going to be handled as a part of HR process in any company? What are we going to handle?
Payroll.
And?
Documentation, exit formalities, entry formalities, and appraisal management, employee management.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So these are all the activities which we should be able to handle through the SAP HR module. Simple. Now to handle all these activities again, you have different sub-modules within SAP HR, sub-topics within them. Like the first one and the basic one is going to be OM. OM here refers to organizational management module. Next, we have another submodule called as PA, which means personal administration module. Next, we have like time management module. We have payroll management. See, these four modules are considered as the most important submodules of SAP HR. Even in job requirements, in most of the requirements, you are going to find any of these modules as very much in common. Now, apart from these four important modules, there are other topics like we have PD, which means personal development module. We have like recruitment module. We have like training and event management. Training and event management. Apart from this, we are going to have some miscellaneous topics anyways. We are going to cover them. Now, let us try to understand how are these submodules relevant to the process of HR of any company. Okay, let's start off with OM module here, OM, which refers to organizational management. Now, what part of HR is going to be handled through OM module here? The thing is, see, every company, they have their own organization structure, organization plan, like what are the various positions they have in the company, what is the hierarchy between them, like which is a superior position, which is a subordinate position, which position reporting to which position, again this position falls under which department, again which is a superior department, which is a subordinate department. Complete tree-like structure, which we call it as an organization chart or an organization structure or an organization plan. You call it either ways. That is what we can handle through the module of OM here. Organizational management module, through which we can prepare an organization structure of any company. Next, PA, personal administration. Personal administration, this is a module in which we can maintain any person related information, any employee related information. Now you would like to capture a person's details now on the system. You want to capture his personal details, you want to capture his family member details, you want to capture like education details, you want to capture his experience details, communication details, address details. So basically, any information relevant to a person, relevant to an employee, can be handled through PMO.
Okay.
Next, time management. In time management, we are going to see like how do we record the attendance on the system, how to avail an absence, overtime, compensatory, all these kind of activities are going to be handled through the time management model. Next, we have the payroll module now. Payroll, this is where we are going to maintain like what are the different payroll components a person is supposed to have. How do we generate a pay slip on the SAP system? How do we transfer the results of this payroll results to the finance department? This complete flow is going to be handled through the payroll module.
Okay.
Next. Next we have personal development. In personal development, there are going to be two different topics under this. One is called as planning, under which you have career planning and succession planning. At the same time, we are going to deal with the appraisals. So how do we maintain an appraisal template on the system? How is an end user going to use the template, the complete process of it? Next thing is recruitment. The name itself says to handle the complete recruitment process of your company, of any company. It can be done through the recruitment module here. And we have this training and event management. If you got any training programs in the company for their employees, so how do we initialize on SAP system? How is the attendance booking going to be done? This complete process is going to be handled through the TEM module.
Okay.
So this is what we are going to cover in this SAP HR topic. Apart from this, we are going to have some other topics also which we are going to cover, like something called as an ASAP methodology. We are going to talk about something called as an landscape of SAP system. We need to talk about something called as transport management. Okay, these are all relevant to like how does a project work in real time. You can treat it like this as of now. So we are going to cover all these topics anyways. Relevant to the subject matter would be all these topics.
Okay.
So what we are going to do in this course is, as a consultants, now see, we people will be called as functional consultants. So as a functional consultant, what are we supposed to do in this, all these modules? This is what we need to learn in that. So as a functional consultants, we are going to do the system configuration part. We are going to perform the system configuration. We are called as functional consultants. So as a functional consultant, we have to perform the system configuration. What is this system configuration? How does it work exactly? The thing is, see, as a functional consultant, we are going to use the SAP system over here to do the system configuration. In order to perform this system configuration, or in order to do this kind of a system configuration, there is nothing like we are going to write down any programs or any coding part is going to be done by us. We are not going to do these kind of an activities.
Okay.
In order to become a functional consultant, first of all, you don't need to have any kind of a technical knowledge for that. We are not going to write down any programs, nor any coding part is done by us. We just, so how does it work then? When we are not writing down any programs, how does this concept of system configuration work then? The thing is, see, SAP, they have provided some, they have done a rigorous R&D in the market. What could be the various kind of requirements in the market in different types of companies? They have come up with some kind of a standard options to us. They have provided some numerous standard options to us. It's a standard application provided to us. So as a functional consultant, if we can know what are those options provided by the SAP to us, what are those various fields provided to us, what are those various screens we have it on the system, and what is the functionality of those options. If you could understand all these things, we can perform the system configuration.
Okay.
This is what we need to do here. SAP has provided some lot of options to us. You need to know what are those options provided by the SAP to us. What are those standard options? If I know all those options provided by the SAP to me, I'll use those options provided by SAP to build my system configuration as per the client requirement.
Okay.
So this is what we are going to learn in the course exactly.
Okay.
Okay. So anything to ask, Mohammed, till now? Any queries?
No, I'm clear till now.
Clear, right? Okay.
No,
We'll try to have one more small.
Navin, can you just also go,
Yes.
if you have any SAP logon pad, can you just go and see, show that it
Yes,
is
yes.
SAP
That is
logon?
what I'm going to show. Okay. The thing is, so let's try to understand. Let's try to see how does the SAP application look actually. Okay. Now we are going to have SAP logon pads. Okay. This is called as an SAP logon pad. You are going to double click on that in order to log into the SAP application. This is a process we are going to follow. See, this is how it looks. Okay. So here you are going to have the server details. The server details, how do you get, how do you log in? We'll talk about it in the later stages. As of now, let us try to have a view at the screen exactly. Okay. The look and feel of SAP system. I'm going to log into my system now, my SAP system. So this is how it looks. The username, password, all these details would be provided to you. You have to log in accordingly with all the credentials given to you, and you click on enter. This is how the SAP application looks exactly. So what we people do here is, now we are the functional consultants. We are going to use this application, this SAP system, to cater the requirements of your client. Nothing but by doing the concept of system configuration. At the same time, end users would also be using the same system only. So from the end user point of view, I'll try to show you one simple screen. How does it look exactly, so that you may come to an idea. There are some screens. Okay, I'm going to navigate to another screen from this particular screen now. See, this is how it looks. Now the screen is called as maintain HR master data. Nothing but we talked about this PM module actually, right? PM module in which I told you that any person related information can be captured, any employee related information. So yes, this is the screen exactly on the SAP system. See, here I can capture like address details of a person. Okay, here I can capture like personal details of an employee. So for an example, what I'll do here is, see, whenever is some person hired on an SAP system, there is going to be some unique numbers assigned to them. Just like yes, your personal ID, here we call it as a personal numbers. I'll select some existing personal number which we already have it on the system. I'll just click on enter so that we can check the details updated for that particular person. If I click on enter, it is going to show me now. See, like this. Now there is this person with this name over here, and you can see that all this information has been captured over here, like address and all. Okay.
Yes.
Now if I want, now on the SAP system, I would like to capture the address of this person. I'm going to use certain options over here to maintain the address. I'm going to click on certain options like this, and it would take me to another screen wherein we can enter the address of that particular person.
Okay.
Like this, see, the street number, the house number, postal code, city, district, country, all this kind of details can be updated. So this is from the end user point of view, we are able to see it actually. So from the backend configuration point of view, you have to do some kind of a configuration so that from the end user point of view, they will be able to use the system accordingly, the options accordingly.
Okay.
So from the consultant point of view, what is the backend configuration we are supposed to do that? This we are going to see. If you want to get a clear picture like what is a functional consultant, what is an end user, see, I'll give you a very simple example to you, then you can easily relate. Now let us say we have got some company, XYZ company, okay? And let us assume your company has got some full-time employees, you got some part-time employees, okay? Mm-hmm. You tell me, is the full-time employees and part-time employees, are they going to have like same kind of a time schedule valid for them?
No.
No. Now let us say full-time employees, maybe they have to work some 9 hours a day. Part-time yes, employees, maybe they have to work some 4 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
And they have some fixed login time and log off time also. A full-time employee, maybe his login time is going to be 9 AM and it's going to be till 6 PM, let us say. For part-time employees, it will be different anyways. So this is a requirement now, a simple requirement from my client. As a consultant, what we are going to do is, in the back end, what we will do, we'll write down the rule now. Full-time employee, this is the type. Part-time employee, this is the type. That's it. Now you think from the end user point of view. If an end user, if he is hiring an employee to full-time, what will happen? Whatever rule we have written as 9 hours, that will automatically get updated for their employees now.
Okay.
Now if they are hiring an employee to part-time, then what will happen? Automatically 4 hours will get updated for them.
Okay.
Nothing but you are trying to make the life of an end user very simple here. So in the back end, based on the requirement, we are going to write down all this kind of a configuration. This is what we call it as a configuration.
Okay.
Once you are done with the whole configuration part, from the end user point of view, now as per the rules, whatever we have written, everything will get automated further from the end user point of view.
Okay.
This is the concept. This is what we are going to do with exactly. All right.
Okay.
So, any doubts, anything you want to ask Mr. Mohammed, you can ask.
So as a consultant, I need to configure the system, right?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Just
Okay.
like now we have discussed an example, right? This is what we call it as system configuration. Client will have some requirements. Based on the requirements, you have to design the system like this.
Okay.
Anything else?
What are the kind of opportunities available for SAP HR module consultants?
See, the thing is, if you look at the complete flow actually, if you start off from ERP, the leading ERP vendor in the market, even if you compare globally, it is SAP system, even on today's date. Okay. Within SAP again, the most popular modules are HR and finance. See, you take a simple example. In every company, whatever type of an industry it is into, they are going to have HR and finance department as common, right?
Yes.
So when I say SAP is the leading ERP vendor, if they are going with SAP package, HR and finance would be the most common modules.
Okay.
So you can relate it like this. So the market of HR is very good actually.
Okay.
And the market of functional consultants will be more in number. If you take any SAP HR team which is going to handle a project, the scope of functional consultant is going to be more in number.
Okay.
Even if you compare with technical consultants, the scope of functional consultants is going to be more in number.
Okay.
Anything else you want to know?
I think
Any other general queries you wish?
no, I don't have anything right now.
Okay. So when we actually start off the course, we are going to start with each and every topics, whatever we have listed, whatever I have listed here, and I'm going to show it on my system exactly, the practical part. How do we handle it on real time on the SAP system and all? Okay. We are going to see that, and probably you will be getting the recorded sessions also, so that you can refer the recordings in the later stages also. Even after the class is done, you can refer the complete recording again. You will be having the complete video recording of our classes, so that you can refer them again. And you can practice by yourself also on your system.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So anything else you want to know? Because I want to wind up.
Yeah, yeah. So I think I'm good at here.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah, thanks Naveen and thanks Syed for your time. Okay.
Okay.
So
Thank you,
maybe
Dinakar.
All right.
yeah. So I have some list
Okay.
of people.
Sure.
I will forward this and let me see if they are also okay. Thanks.
Sure.
Thanks.